We are going to be doing some floor and beam gymnastics skills today. Throughout the video, it will get progressively more difficult. It doesn't matter whether you have access to a gymnasium, a basketball court, or even some grass. The activities will be able to be adjusted.
If you're in a big group, I'll get you to spread out so you've got enough space to start off with these skills, just so no one is in your way and you're not going to hurt anyone. You want to also check that any equipment that we have laid out is secure and it's not going to move while we are using it. So if there's any surrounding equipment that you're not necessarily using at this moment, just put it aside so it's out of the way.
Before we get into these gymnastic skills, we're going to start off with some warm-up games. So pause the video here and scan the QR code.
So we are going to start by getting on all fours and we're going to run through Happy Cat and Angry Cat. Put your knees together and have your hands right under your shoulders. And if I got a pole, it would make a straight line from your bottom to your shoulders. So when we do Happy Cat, what we're going to think about is getting our belly button and drawing it to the floor. And we're going to kind of flex our back in a way that it makes kind of like a bowl. Yep. And your head should extend and come up. We're going to do Angry Cat. So you're going to do the opposite movement. You're going to draw your belly in and your back is going to go up just like an Angry Cat. So you can kind of tuck your head down to your chest a bit. And yes, you're going to shrug your shoulders as well. That's good. So you want to make sure that you're quite stable through your shoulders and that you're grounded while you're in that position. So we're going to hop back in that neutral position where it's not Angry Cat or Happy Cat, just neutral. And then we're going to bring each leg one at a time out. So in a front support position. We're going to put our toes on the floor, second foot up, yep, good job. And just make sure that you're staying strong through your shoulders and your hands are really planted down on the floor. If there was a pole on your back, there would be a straight line from your shoulders down to your heels. Sit with our legs straight. We're going to put our hands a bit behind our bottom. And then we're going to lift up our bum and point your toes. Handstands require a lot of wrist strength, shoulder mobility and flexibility. So we're going to start off by doing a split leg kick up. We're going to get in the position like this, like we're a soldier. We're going to have our arms by our side. We are then going to put our arms up right against our ears and put our dominant leg out and point it right in front of you while maintaining good posture. While we do a handstand, we do have to hunch our back a little bit. And then what we're going to do, we're going to point our toe forward, keep our arms against our ears, and we're just going to do a half kick up. And then come back to this position, the starting position. Just make sure when you are doing this, look out for your surroundings and there's no one behind you. So just put your hands up, cover your ears. We'll point our dominant leg forward. Yeah.
When doing a split leg handstand, a good tip is to try to get the leg that you are standing on, which will be your non-dominant leg, to reach for the sky so it's in a straight position and it's also at a 90-degree angle to the ground. So you can pause the video here just to have a look at some of the skills and techniques that we should be maintaining when we are doing either a split leg handstand or a full handstand. Now we can use our skills that we have learned and progress into a full handstand. So depending on where you are, whether you're at a gym where you've got access to equipment or whether you're at home, we are able to utilize what we have and make the most out of the equipment and even people that we have to help us do these skills. If you are in a gym, you're able to use a crash mat to do a handstand against So this will assist you with a full handstand. Whereas if you are doing this on grass or a sports court, you can just ask a friend or teacher to assist you by holding your legs at the top of the handstand. Also be mindful of who is around you and make sure you have enough space to safely do these skills, as there are a lot of legs flying everywhere.
So we're going to move on to our second apparatus, beam. So I've chalked out a line here, which kind of represents a beam. So if you are doing it on grass, you can get some tape, you can get some chalk. If you're doing it on concrete, you can do the same as well. If you're doing it in a gym, that's great as well. So whatever you're working with, try and make it work for you.
Our second apparatus is beam. We will be going through 3 main skills with variations of these particular skills. Basic walking on the beam focuses on locomotion, which is the movement or ability to move from one place to another. Single leg balance scale focuses on dynamic balance through movement. And finally, dismounts will focus on the dominant movement patterns of landings.
You don't want them to just be looking at the beam. You want them to find a point on the wall or in the distance that they can focus on, and hopefully that can help maintain their balance while they're walking on the beam or doing other skills. Okay, try that. Good job. So once we've done walking going forward, we can also try walking backwards or to the side.
We will now be progressing on to a bit of a more difficult skill, which is the one leg balance scale. Here are a few helpful tips that you can come back to help you with this movement.
1, 2, and we're going to go put our hands down on the beam. Yep. We're going to go on both knees, so bring your right leg back. Yep. We're going to maintain a neutral posture, so bring this up a little bit. Yep. We're going to look at the beam now, and then we're going to extend while maintaining posture. We're going to extend one leg back straight and point our toe. Yep. And then bring it back in. And then we're going to get up on our knees. Yep. There you go. We're going to do that walk, maintaining posture again.
Once you have practiced that a few times and you're able to focus on maintaining the key techniques, we can now progress onto our beam dismount.
And then we'll squat down, bring your arms back, and then we'll jump, land in motorbike position, and then we'll stand up like a soldier. So make sure you do bring your arms back so you get a bit of momentum when you jump. Okay, try one more time. Good job! So that is a few skills on floor and beam that we've gone through and progressed through simple skills at first and then progressed onto more difficult skills.